Yo, what's up, YouTube? This is Ben at That Cologne Guy coming at you with another Cologne review. And in this review, we will be taking a look at Tommy Bahama For Him EDT. As you know, this is a whole week where I'm taking each day and I review a cologne that was sent to me by a subscriber and friend. Thank you again, Wes. So this is day 3. In day 1, I looked at Lolita Lempica Au Masculine. Day 2, I looked at Habit Rouge. And day 3 is Tommy Bahama. And as I said, I don't have any sort of system or reason why. I just decided to, he sent me a bag and I just picked one out, and that's what I review. So I've really enjoyed this week of first impressions, and here we go with the third one. When you think of Tommy Bahama, you think of casual, spring, summer, and this one really is no different. This is a 2013 release. And what are the main notes that I get out of this? I would say for me, I mean, watermelon is listed, but I get mandarin the most, then ginger, and then watermelon. To me, the two main players in this fragrance are mandarin and ginger, and then I get a little bit of watermelon in the background. And it's funny because for that very reason, you won't be surprised to hear what I think this is kind of a combination of. For me, this is if you took Léon by Yves Saint Laurent and you mixed it with Nautica Voyage. On Fragrantica, people thought that this smelled a lot like Nautica Voyage, and it does. But to me, it's a mixture of L'Homme, especially the ginger, with Nautica Voyage, and so it's a combination of the two. For that reason, being it's a combination of two very successful fragrances, it is quite nice. No surprises here. Most Tommy Bahama fragrances are. I think the problem that they suffer from, and I'll talk about this more later, but I think what they suffer from oftentimes is more originality. Okay, in terms of versatility, I would give this a 6. This is a classic Tommy Bahama fragrance. So be thinking summer, vacation, springtime, barbecuing, being outside, etc., etc., casual wear. They have kind of a market. They know who their target audience is, and they stick with it, and it works for them. Good for them. I will say that this is a classic summer, fresh, time scent that you would expect from them. But in terms of versatility, I would say definitely youthful. This is very much high school, college. In fact, when I first wore this, what I thought was, what came to mind was this would be like the perfect cologne to start off with. Yeah, they always say Nautica Voyage is the perfect one for young men starting out and getting their first cologne. I would agree with that, by the way. But I would add this to the list. This is kind of a youthful, first time cologne approach to it. It is very fresh. It's fresh, fruity, and sweet. And for that reason, I wouldn't categorize it as extremely versatile. You could wear this to the office. You could wear it to the office. I mean, people are going to like it, so there's nothing wrong. But you could also wear it clubbing. But as far as any sort of formal wear or maybe a formal situation, a party, an evening night out, I don't know about that. So I would say it's definitely for the younger crowd. It is a freshie. And I would say it is not the most versatile, but when you get a Tommy Bahama, you know what you're getting. So there you go, 6. I gave it a 6 for versatility, but longevity, I would bump that to an 8. I wore it a couple days ago, but I'm also wearing it today, and I am on hour 9 right now as we speak, and I can still pick it up. Close to my skin, but I can still pick it up. So I mean, I would say it's a strong 8 hours, and then if you really, really get close, it'll stay to the skin in the last 2 or 3 hours. So you could squeeze even up to 10 hours. Longevity is very good for this. I would give it an 8. The reason I wouldn't give it more than that is because after around the 5 or 6 hour mark, it starts to stay real close to the skin. That said, though, I've had fragrances that are completely gone after 2 or 3 hours. So the fact that after 9 hours I'm able to still smell it is worthy of an 8. In terms of projection, I would say some people on Fragrantica said that it really, really projected for them. I would say average. So let's say out of 10, I would say let's say 7 for projection. It was good. It was good. It certainly. I wouldn't say that I had to worry about putting too much on. The scent cloud was what I thought it would be, but it definitely, after the 5 hour mark, it definitely went more to the skin. So for that reason, I would say 7 out of 10 in terms of projection. Not bad. Especially for at TJ Maxx, it's running. I saw it for $19.99. So I mean, for $20 at TJ Maxx or wherever you want to get it, that for a 100 milliliter 3.4 ounce, that's a pretty good deal, really. So for my overall rating, I'm going to give this a 7.5. I will give this a 7.5. In my last video, I started kind of a new thing in the overall ratings where I try to offer my take on this fragrance in one word or one expression. And so for Tommy Bahama, for him, the one word or one expression that I would use to describe this fragrance is crowd pleaser. This is a crowd pleaser. It's the standard crowd pleaser. I don't know anybody who wouldn't like this. That said, I don't know anybody. It would be difficult to see why somebody would absolutely want specifically this one. It's the perfect gift. It's the perfect first-time cologne. It's the if someone is looking for something that smells a lot like detergent and body wash, soap, deodorant, they will like this. It reminds me kind of Curve and Tommy Hilfiger, some of those 90s freshies. It reminds me of, and so 7.5, because although it is a crowd pleaser, it does suffer from originality. I mean, maybe Mandarin, but there's nothing. After 3 or 4 days of not wearing it, there's nothing that would jump out at me and say, oh yeah, I particularly remember that, because if I like the ginger, I would get L'Homme, and so again, it's good. Would I buy a bottle of this? No, I would not seek out a bottle. But if somebody ever gave me, like if I got one for Christmas, if I got a gift of this, I would absolutely wear it. I wouldn't exchange it or trade it, anything like that. I mean, I would keep it. But as far as adding it to my collection, I really don't see that happening. There you have it. Another review by the boards. This is day 3, and I'm excited for day 4 of my first impressions week. And I'm also excited to say that in next month I'm going to be going through. I'm going to take the whole month of July and go through Amouage. I've built up enough Amouage samples that it's time to review them, so I'm excited about that. Appreciate all the comments. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm getting lots of views, so I really appreciate that. And let me know if you have any questions, and let me know how I can improve the channel. And I look forward to hearing from you. And always remember, fragrance marks the celebration of today.